Okay, hello everyone. Picking up where we left off, I've opened all the doors up on there. I need to do the other side still. I've killed some of the golems here. There are a bunch down in the water. They're just going to be a pain to clear up. I might just leave them there. It's kind of a shame golems don't drown. What I'm working on at the moment is the overflow system for the iron. Bit of a pain to wrap this around, but what I'm going to do is pull this line out here, across here. This leads around to the side and then down into there, so excess iron will flow around here and go straight into the dispenser to be fired out. It has to go into that hopper because if it goes into here it's held up by the poppy filter. So what I need to do is pull this out around here, and then I need to not do that. So the way this will work is I'll just have all the hoppers and chests down below, and when it fills up to here, this hopper here will fill up, which means it'll stop pulling out of this hopper. If it stops pulling out of that hopper can then start feeding items, i.e. the iron, that way. So that's how the overflow protection works that I'm putting in. So I just need a hopper there and a hopper there. And then bring this line down and put all the chests in below. Still need to encase this in something, make it look nicer, but not the priority right now. Priority right now... Actually, that could be an issue. No, that's only gonna... Ooh. No, that'll be fine, because that's only really going to be on for extended periods of time when this fills up with excess iron, at which point I don't need this to be running anyway. I guess. I can move it around later. It's not a big deal. So let's just pull this line down and put some chests in at the bottom. I'll put proper storage in later. Funny, all this iron I've got to make hoppers with. Isn't that weird? That'll do for now. Now I need a couple more hoppers. Let's just make a bunch of hoppers, I can take the rest back with me. Okay. I keep going to click the sort button. I'm tempted to add inventory tweaks, but then it wouldn't really be vanilla. I guess that's it for this then. I'll sort out the doors on that side, and then I guess I'll do some cleaning up and then I'll be back with you. Okay. Doors are all done. Dismantled that, I've just got a few villagers in there. Still not taking that down just yet. In fact, I haven't even been to the nether. I want to make sure I've got a good supply of iron in place so that if for some reason it does break, then I'll have a decent amount of iron already, so it won't matter too much. I mean, it shouldn't break, there's no reason why it should break, but on my previous survival world back in 1.7, the iron foundry broke for no apparent, well, I'll say for no apparent reason. I think it's because I moved my world spawn using MC Edit. And then the spawn chunks changed size because of the way they worked out. But then after that I just couldn't rebuild it, it just wouldn't... I mean, for one thing, it'd break if I went into the nether for more than a minute. That was normal, apart from the fact that at the time I should have kept it going. But if I went more than a certain distance away in some directions, and it was a different distance in each direction, it would break as well. It was just really weird. I could never rebuild it. It just wouldn't stay functioning. So, you know, I'm wary. Anyway, doors are all done. That's taken down. I've put in this rail just for get back and forth. Now the fun thing is going to be the portals, because at the moment that is still synchronised with the one nearish that in the other side. So when I go through there, I'm just going to get inundated with poppies and everything else, because everything else will be in there because it won't have despawned. I haven't been in the nether, hasn't been loaded. So what I need to do is set up, possibly move this portal up to about there maybe, just so it's sort of more at about 100 for the height. What I'll eventually do probably is put a nicer platform in here, probably out of glass, and then have a walkway going across there. The portal will be sort of like a gateway on the edge of this 20 block space at the start of the walkway, so the portal will be there and then the walkway will go over and down rather than having this rail. So what I need to do is put the portal in on the other side for this. Actually no, the other one should still be there. This one's only been synchronised with that one because it was closer. Well, not to that one, but to the nether side one. Because obviously I don't want to be coming through that portal because that's going to be sealed in eventually. So, I guess it's... I'm going to need obsidian. How much obsidian have I got back at base? I wonder. Let's just take the corners off of this. I've got a bit. Always a decent source of free obsidian. Knock the four corners off a portal that the game generated. That's 4 blocks, that's almost half a portal straight away. But I don't want to go into the nether yet because I haven't got a decent enough iron supply, so I'm going to have to AFK. I'm going to watch some videos and just be AFK while I'm doing that, I guess. I'm watching Tango Tech's old survival series, which is, I guess, kind of apt. So yeah, I'll get on with my AFK. See how much I've got. It's coming along. Got a few stacks of blocks already. I'll probably AFK until at least the whole top row is blocks, or I'll just AFK while watching and however much I've got. So however much I've got, I guess, is a more sensible way to look at it. So I'll be back once I've done that. Okay, this has been running for just under an hour and 10 minutes. It should have, well let's see, it's 2600 iron per hour for the 64 village version, so 1300 per hour for the 32 village version, so 1300. I should have about 1500 iron, and that's about 23 stacks and 40-ish. So 21, 2, 3. Oh yeah, this is overproduced slightly. That's excellent. So the Titan is working perfectly. It is producing at the rate it should be producing at. That is very good to know. Very good to know. Let's just see how much I've got in total. Now I moved all the iron that was in there into the chest above so I could get the accurate count for how much I got from the time I'd left it. Okay, so I've got 11 stacks of iron blocks basically. That's pretty good. That should keep me going. Is it enough for me to safely feel I can go to the nether now? It should be. If I don't feel I can safely go to the nether, then I'm never going to feel I can safely go to the nether. So, yeah. I should grab this stuff and move it all. I'll do that later. So... I guess I'm going to head off and look at filling with the portals. Oh, my inventory's going to fill up so horribly with poppies and other crap. Here we go. Ooh. Boom. Poppies everywhere. Look at it. Look at this. Don't need you. Don't need. Don't need. Don't need. Let's just get the stuff back that I put in that was supposedly junk. Is that everything? No. Stuff's not sticking towards me because of course I don't have a rare earth magnet. This isn't mod source. Okay. So that's... I'll probably adjust the position of that portal. What I've done in the past, what I did with the Iron Foundry on my previous world, was I had hoppers by the portal with lava on top. So stuff that came through would fill up a chest with poppies just in case for some reason I wanted loads of poppies. And then, is that villager still here? No, that's a pigman, isn't it? No, that's a villager. Anyway, so for some reason I ever wanted a ton of poppies, they would be there, but then the rest would just go straight into lava. I'm going to set up disposal because I don't want those entities hanging around there for ages. Anyway, I've definitely been in the nether for more than a minute, so it's going to be the test here to see whether it breaks the quartz, whether it breaks the, not the foundry, the titan. So, I've upgraded my gear a little with those levels I had. I now have the precision pick, silk touch. Needs more unbreaking and more efficiency, but... And the profitable pick, which is my old fortune pick, I've upgraded to fortune 3 and efficiency 4. So that's those. I'm going back to the Titan 1 to check... Actually, I need to get obsidian. Oh, that's 6. I need more than that now. I've already used up all of the... Have I got this ceiling out of here yet? I think I did. Oh, not yet. That'll be enough then. So I shouldn't really use my fortune pick for this, but you know, it's faster. So this will be enough for another portal. And then whatever. Doesn't matter. Should have just switched to that for that bit. Oh well. So I'm going to go and pick up some more iron because I'm going to want a lot of iron pickaxes. Now that I can basically make an unlimited number of them. But I'm also going to... Now this is going to be fun. Which portal is it going to dump me out of? Probably the one on the Titan, which is a bit of a nuisance. Speaking of nether portals, Dinnerbones tweeted today that he thinks he's fixed a long-standing problem, namely orientation changing when you go through a portal, player facing direction. Yep. If this is kept working, it should have loads. Yep. Oh, it's there. It's still working then, by the looks of it. That's excellent. Very good. Where's my minecart? Oh yeah. Let's just craft this. Okay, let's take that odd stack. Well, incomplete stack. Might as well grab those sticks. Let's just grab a bunch of this stuff and take it back. And take the chests as well. So what I'm going to do is move the portal up here, up onto the platform. Probably redirect the track after that as well, so that it goes up to the platform. But for now, just dismantle that portal, move it up, and then go through and put the equivalent one in the nether at 110, I think I was going to do it at. You. So I'm going to put this central, so it needs to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 here. I will probably shift it again at some point, move it over a couple of blocks this way probably, but I'll probably make it a completely different size because of course that's 1.7 I did. But for now it will go here, and I will put a little platform on the other side of it just so I can't accidentally fall off. And then it's like that, and see where I end up. This is at 223, 100, 235. Let's make a note of that. 223, 100, 235. Divide this by 8. Minus 28, 100, 29. No, F3, that's the one I'm after. And it has put me back at the old portal for it, which is great. Coordinates here, minus 28, 29, so that does not need moving. That's in exactly the right place. Perfect. I mean, I'll move it down, but that should now go to the correct place. Excellent. That saves some messing about there then, that's all sorted. Now I want to get started on my nether tunnels, but I'm not doing that until I've finalised where I'm putting my main base portal, and I'm not doing that until I'm drinking some tea, so one of my hands is occupied. I'm not doing that until... Lost my train of thought. Until I've started excavating the base somewhat, because I don't know where in my base I'm going to put the portal. It'll probably just be below the surface, so it'll probably be more or less where it is, but I want to know exactly where it's going to go, really. So I guess that's going to be something to work on. I might do that this episode, start digging out some more. I mean, that's what I want the iron for, to make tons of pickaxes. So yeah, I think I might feel a time lapse coming on, possibly. Can you hear any music? If you can, then I guess it's a time lapse. That has taken a very long time. Very long time. The final couple of layers, well, I did it in 2 layers at a time, so the final 2 layers only took about 23 minutes because, as you may be able to tell, I got a diamond pick, which is just a work pick, so no fortune or silk touch, just efficiency and unbreaking. So that's what I was working on getting the levels for with the cows. Should have done it sooner really. I'd been putting low level enchants on iron stuff, but really I should have just gone for the diamond straight away. Let's get this out of the way. Every single time I've reset the weather, it comes back exactly the same, because that's what the command does, it just puts it off basically, it doesn't change it. So it's been a storm every single time, so let's finally clear the bloody thing. So, started at 137 here, and I've gotten down over the course of the last few days in that time lapse to 120. I'm 1/8 of the way done. 1/8. So it's going to take a while. if we assume that 23 minutes that the last 2 layers took is consistent, then it'll take about 23 hours to do the rest of this with a diamond pick efficiency 4. And of course I have to keep repairing it or enchanting new ones. But it's a start. So now I need to start planning out what I'm going to do for decoration. It's not just going to be smooth stone all the way down, I don't think. Those chickens are annoying. Let's move over here. This 5 sets of double slabs is just because that's the lowest down it goes on the outside with slabs. So that might get changed. When I was editing the time lapse of sort of pigment, it's probably despawned though. Hello cow. What was I saying? Yeah, I need to work out what I'm doing with this. I also need to work out what I'm going to call it. Now, I've got a couple of ideas. Actually, I should have some signs over at the... Actually, it's a good time to go and check on the Iron Titan. I went and checked on it while I was doing the time lapse. Well, not in between recording segments for the time lapse. And it had filled up the first chest and a good chunk of the second chest with iron, so I had about half the double chest of blocks by the time I'd finished crafting them all. So let's go and check on it again. And while I'm over there, I'll grab some signs and note down the ideas I'll come up with for the naming this thing. So that's how much I've got. I've just finished crafting all the ingots into blocks. Still feeding them, of course, because it's coming in from the... Oh, which is full. Let's just do these. So this is absolutely still working, of course, which is excellent. Oh, whatever. And that's good. So I'll have a look in the chests while I'm here and make sure there are some... I'll just take that with me. Oh, hello. That made me jump. I don't think you can blame me in that instance. So, signs, there's 3, that should be enough. Still need to move all this crap back to base. I'll do that once I've got proper storage set up, I guess. Anything useful here, more signs of those. Iron ore, who cares? Yeah, right. So I'll head back and we'll have a look at the name options I've come up with. So the first thing I came up with for this days ago was silo. The silo. Short and to the point. Then I went looking for other ideas. Dakma, Tower of Silence. Mountain, pit in the middle. Not really apt. Potentially insensitive use of the word, if you know anything about it. So I'm thinking no, but it's there as an option. Let's just sleep. The sinkhole, boring. Alternate names for sinkhole, dough line is one. There's a couple of other things if you look it up in a thesaurus. The hollow, chasm, all pretty basic things. Vacuity, I kinda like. Antrum I like as a word, but it's usually biological piece of terminology, anatomical, so I'm not sure it's appropriate. And then the interstice. You may have heard the word interstitial for space between things generally. I kind of like interstice, that's the one I'm leaning towards. But feedback is welcome. Any other suggestions anyone has, or if anyone has a preference amongst these, let me know in the comments. Anyway, I guess that's probably going to be it for this episode. A little bit short, but I kind of run out of time this week. Oh, I need to do something with my chicken thing because it's stopped working properly. If I come up here, you see I'm getting all the eggs up here. Some of them make it through, but most of them don't. I'm wondering if it's something to do with soul sand, maybe. What I'll try is doing the method of preference, which is a cobweb above a slab. But if that doesn't work, then I'll just do something else entirely, because I don't need it to be this compact. So yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. If you've enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like, share, favourite and comment, help support the channel. Follow our Twitter to stay up to date with what's going on. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.